What's up, guys? I know it's been a little while, but I've had some stuff going on, so I'm going to let you know what's going on right now today, and we'll talk about what's going on with this 99 and getting it back to the track. So I've been doing a little bit of pressure washing today. That's why the pressure washer's out. Been working on the house a bit. But the 99 is just about ready to go back to the track, and I ran into a problem. I've got to do a little more tuning because a wide open throttle, it's running really rich, so it needs some more tweaking. It's pretty close though as far as your normal drivability, and I've got a video coming about that I was going to start now. But when I came out today, first of all, the battery was dead. I think the battery is actually bad, so we're going to have to deal with that. But I charged it up and it's working for right now. And the other thing was I jumped in it to go do a data log to start tuning. And the wideband gauge right here was pegged lean. So I looked at my data. My data was showing the car was actually pulling fuel, even though I was running insanely lean all the way across the board. So I did some more looking at that, and just no matter how lean the car ran, it kept pulling fuel like it thought it was still running rich. So I just jumped out and unplugged the main factory O2 sensor right here, and it fixed itself. Everything went back to normal. So it's looking like I either have a wiring problem or I've got a bad factory O2. So I'm gonna have to change that oxygen sensor to see if that's what's wrong. Fortunately, I've got a genuine GM upstream oxygen sensor right here. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna throw that in there, make sure that fixes the problem, and then that'll be pretty much it for today. And then maybe tomorrow or so, we're gonna start getting the tuning straight. And I've got someone who's gonna even be helping me with that, which I'll introduce you guys to when that video comes up. First, I gotta get this thing jacked up, and I've gotta get this oxygen sensor changed. So down here is where I have my factory oxygen sensor. It's actually in the downstream position, even though it's an upstream sensor. Just because of the way my exhaust is, that's where it fit. Eventually I want to move it up there, but that might be part of why it failed, is being so far away. But for right now, we're just going to change it and make sure that fixes the problem. Okay, so here we got the new one back in. That's just a 22mm wrench. It hasn't been in there that long, so it came out really easy. And then I've just got it zip tied right here to keep the wiring up off the ground. So now we got to go back up top, plug in the other side of the extension harness, and make sure the problem is gone. Here's the old one out of the car. It is really sooty. I mean, it definitely, I know the car was running rich for a good while, and that probably has a lot to do with it. But either way, we're just going to hook it back up, and we're going to see if this new one fixes the problem. Okay, so the new one's in, and I've let it run for a couple minutes. Let's take a look at where we're at. And there you go. We're idling right at about 14.7 to 1 right now. So that's looking a lot better. So I think that solved the problem. So there you go, that's one more problem out of the way. That's the easy way to tell if the oxygen sensor is the problem or not, is when you look at if it's running super lean, but it's also pulling fuel, then that tells you that it's not a lean condition, not a real lean condition, that the oxygen sensor is faulty and is reading incorrectly, so the computer's making the wrong adjustments. Now, if it was running that lean and it had positive fuel trims, meaning the computer was trying to correct for it being lean, I would have looked for a vacuum leak or something like that. But that was not what it was. So it's fixed. If that helps anybody else out, awesome. Drop me a like, drop me a comment. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and peace.